welcome to the Seasoned Butcher, everyone. Today we're going to talk deer jerky, how to make jerky out of that recent harvest. Okay, we're going to keep this as simple as possible for all of you that are new to this. For you intermediates or seasoned veterans, hey, that's okay. It's always good to see what other people are doing, what other people are sharing in terms of information. Who knows, maybe you'll pick up a few tips. So the first thing you want to do is take some meat out of the freezer that you can actually make jerky out of. Today, we're going to go ahead and use some various pieces out of the hindquarters. You're going to see a couple different cuts, and this is a really simple process. Once you've got that meat out, you want to look it over. We know that we've got to take a little bit of silver skin off these particular cuts, so we're going to do that very quickly. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to identify which way the grain is running. And we want to cut that jerky cross grain for a reason. It's going to be easier to chew, it's going to break off easier, and everybody that you share this treat with is really going to enjoy it. Okay, so now we've cut that meat cross grain, right? We also have to pick our seasoning flavor. We're using a jerky marinade for this particular batch. Actually, we've doubled the batch, so we're shooting for 10 pounds of meat, which is exactly what we've ended up with here. So now, once cut, we're going to take this meat, we're using our meat tote, and you're going to see that we're going to sprinkle one of the packs of seasoning over the top of the meat. Then we're going to dump the first bottle of marinade in, and we're going to thoroughly mix it by hand, and then we're going to repeat that process a second time. And the reason why we split it into two is we've just formed the habit of always trying to get it as mixed as well as we possibly can, no matter what meat we're making. Remember that tip, because it does matter with some of the other products that we make. Now, once we've got that mixed up, we're going to take that jerky meat, we're going to split it into a couple of ice cream buckets, we're going to snap the lids on them, we're going to put them in the refrigerator for 3 to 5 days and let that completely soak in and marinate for the ultimate flavor. Now you might say it can't be that simple. No, it actually is that simple. For those of you that are new to hunting and you're not sure what to make, I would suggest starting with jerky. It's a very rewarding treat. It's easy to make. It's very inexpensive. Everything that you've seen us do today, we're doing for under $14. If you were to go to the convenience store and purchase this one bag at a time, you're going to spend somewhere between $80 and $100 for the same yield as what you're going to get out of this. Now, once it's in the refrigerator for that 3 to 5 days, you're going to bring it out and you're going to lay those pieces of meat on your racks from your dehydrator. Remember to leave space so that airflow can get through that dehydrator. Our particular dehydrator, we're going to set on 155 degrees, and we've learned from experience cutting this meat about 3/8 inch thick that it's going to take roughly 8 hours and 15 minutes. If you need to check it a little earlier because you're unsure of your cooking time or your dehydration time, feel free to do that. What you're looking for ultimately is to get that meat to the point when you go to tear it that you start to see that little white look to it, right? Those are the grains of the meat, the fibers where they're starting to come apart. You don't want to take your jerky to the point where it's crunchy or it's going to break off and be like peanut brittle, right? So, with that said, now that we've got it fully dehydrated, we're going to go ahead and pull those racks out. Going to let them cool off, and then it's time to bag it. Go ahead and bag it to your desired portions, and then from there, the sky is the limit, right? I know that my business partner, Charlie, his 2 little boys get into those bags, and it's Katie bar the door. You want to be a hero at work, take some in for a treat. Everybody loves jerky, right? It doesn't matter where you go. It's a great God-given protein snack from a renewable resource that everyone can enjoy. So go ahead and give it a try. In the meantime, keep your powder dry, keep your sights on the target and aim small, and remember to take the time to taste the tradition.